Hey, welcome, Locked In fans. Beetle Bailey here with Locked In Music, and I am interrupting your day today to introduce you to one of the biggest up and coming music artists. Her new song "Carolina Kiss" is out on all music platforms right now. So let's welcome Angela Goins Resignalo. How you doing, Angela?
Hello, how are you? Thank you
Great,
for having.
great. Glad to have you on board here. We talk a little bit about, I guess you're an up and coming artist here. Can you give us a little bit of background of, I guess, your early days of when your music singing career might have started?
I've actually been singing my whole entire life. Since about 2 years old, I started traveling with my parents. We did Southern gospel music growing up, so I grew up singing in church, as a lot of artists start their early days. And so from there, I started about 2005 was my first professional job. I worked at a theater down in Selma, North Carolina, and I was there for 13 years. It was called the Rudy Theater, and that's kind of where I learned how to perform different genres of music, where I really loved, and fell in love with the performance and the music part of it. So I was there for 13 years. And then from there, I moved back to my hometown of Mount Airy, North Carolina. That's where I was born and raised. And I joined a group called the Catalinas, which is one of the premier beach bands. They've been around since 1957, so a long time. And I was the first female singer to ever be in that band. So that was amazing. And I've been with them the past 5 years. And now I'm starting my own band. So that's kind of my history. I've
Right.
been in music for a long time.
Well, I know, I guess I've seen a couple of your um, videos of when you sang the national anthem. Can you maybe
Yeah.
give us a little bit of how that went about?
So I started singing the national anthem when I was in high school. I played basketball, and after my game, I would run down to the locker room. We would have our meeting, and then I would come back up and sing for the boys' game in my uniform, the national anthem. So I sang all through high school. I've sang at a lot of baseball games, and then when my husband Josh started coaching, I would always sing for the first game that he had, and then hopefully in the championship game. So the first and the last game was kind of my thing with him. So I've been singing the national anthem for a very long time.
Well, good. Since you mentioned Josh, I think he wrote this song. Let's get into your new song, "The Carolina Kiss."
Mm-hmm.
I think he, like I say, he wrote this song for you, or I guess maybe together, whatever. But can you give us a
Yeah.
little background on how that came about?
So he approached me and said that he had like written a couple of different songs, and that was pretty shocking to me because he's a football coach, and I've always done the music, and he's done football. So when he said he had wrote some songs, I was like, okay, let me hear these songs.
Great.
The first one that he's written a couple that are really good. We'll get into that in a little bit, but this first one was called Carolina Kiss. And so I listened to it and I immediately connected with it. I love the lyrics. And so I sent it to one of my friends who he's into music as well. And he created the music part. And then this guy that I sang with in the Catalinas, he is doing some producing now in studios, and I sent it to him and he created all the music in the studio. And then I came in and sang it. We recorded it, and now it's out on a lot of different radio stations. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music. This is my first original ever recorded, and my husband wrote it. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I think down in the Carolinas, I think it hit a chart down there somewhere. I think what is it, the Fun One Radio and the Wave Countdown.
Yep.
Most I saw was 17. I didn't get a really chance to check, so it might be a
Yep.
little higher. Can you tell us about that?
This last Saturday, it's up to 15, number 15 now. So I've charted on this chart back when I was with the Catalinas. I had a number one that is called Laughter in the Rain. It was a Neil Sedaka song that I re recorded, and it was number one for about 7 weeks consecutive. So I'm really trying to push this Carolina Kiss to be number one. So yeah, but that's pretty awesome. It's hanging around the chart. I think it started at maybe number 27. It's top 30. So we're up to 15. So we're halfway there.
Oh, great. Let's get into, I guess, who's your backup, or I guess you could say your band, I guess called Red River.
Yeah.
Who's in that, and how'd that come about?
So I started going to church with these at this church, and I started singing with these two guys. One plays the drums, one plays the keyboard, and he does vocals as well. And I kind of asked them when I left the Catalinas, I was searching, kind of trying to figure out what my next move was going to be. I thought about starting a band, but I just wasn't sure like what direction I wanted to go in. And so I linked up with these two guys. They said they were interested in kind of maybe doing something outside of the church. And so we got together and started practicing. And I have a bass player that I actually went to high school with, which is pretty awesome. He's playing the bass. And then my guitar player is from the Catalinas. He's still currently playing with them, but he lives in Pufftown, North Carolina, which is pretty close to where I live. And so he's my lead guitar player. So there's five of us. His name is Donald Jordan. And then my keyboard player is Matt Foudy. My drummer is Scott Quessenberry. And then my bass player is Joel Woodson. So together we make up Red River. I do the vocals, play a little air guitar.
Okay. Nice.
An
Really.
instrument to play. So sometimes they'll give me the little egg shaker to play.
Right.
But we do a lot of different types of music. We're doing some 90s country, some modern country. I'm more of a country singer, so I'm trying to incorporate that. But I'm also relevant in beach music. So Carolina Kiss is definitely a beach type song. And the other songs that we have that we're going to record are beach songs as well. So we're getting some radio play with the beach stations. So I'm trying to stay in that lane, but also kind of merge with the country music as well.
So then, with it being kind of new, band, are you kind of looking at playing other places, or is this kind of more like in the studio producing songs to play on the radio and other places?
We actually just had our first gig this past Saturday.
Oh, nice.
We've been practicing for probably 3 or 4 months now. So we're definitely ready to start doing some shows. We had our first one this past weekend, and it went really good. It was a good like icebreaker. It was a 70th birthday party for someone that I knew. And so she hired us to do her party, and it was a great crowd. We had a lot of different kinds of music, and it gave us a good sense of the direction that we want to go as a band. And it kind of gave us our first chance to really see what we are made of. And I think it went really good. So we're definitely looking to book some more shows. We want to get down towards the beach maybe this fall and try to get some shows down there at North Myrtle Beach area. But really, we want to play anywhere and everywhere we can. So we're looking.
Yeah, great. That's awesome. Yeah, because that's what I'm going to get into. What future plans for you and maybe Red River?
I mean, we just want to see how far we can really take it. This is my first journey as really kind of having control over, what type of music I want to sing, what our look is, where we're going to play. It's all of us together, but it's my first opportunity as a performing artist to really be kind of in control of what I want to do and where I want to see the band go. But I want to take it as far as we can go and as big as we can get it. I mean, that's
Oh,
the for everybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. That's what you kind of get into. I mean, you love singing and everything, but before I get out of here, or whatever, you mentioned something about other songs. I think you have coming up, or maybe you did already have a few on the I guess tape, as they may call it.
Yes. So we have one. It's a more upbeat type shagging song. And Josh wrote it, my husband. So that one is we're talking with the studio now, trying to get the music ready. Our band is going to actually play the instruments in the studio. So it's going to be a full production type song. So that one's getting put together now. And then we have one more coming after that that's more of a country feel, but still talking about where the river meets the shore type, which is like our Red River title. So that one's coming next. But So that's two that we have that will be originals along with Carolina Kiss. So hopefully we can get those rolled out no later than the end of fall, and then going into next year, hoping to have a lot of different shows booked. So
Well, you got me kind of a little intrigued there.
yeah.
Are you signing with a label, or is there a label that may be going to be somewhere in your future?
I mean, a label in the future is always the goal. Right now, we're not. We're just trying to manage and book things ourselves. And my husband Josh is actually managing us, and he's the one handling like our marketing and the different things like that. So maybe in the future, maybe we create our own label. You never know.
Yeah, that's I guess a good plan too.
Yeah.
One last thing, I guess, before we go, then I always ask: is there anything that you want to let our fans know, let your fans know? Is there any like specific dates that you might know coming up here shortly that you're going to be playing somewhere?
We don't have anything locked in right now. We were just getting through this past weekend. We had a photographer and a videographer come and take some photos and some videos so we can start our marketing plan from this past show. So be on the lookout for that. We have lots of cool pictures, lots of good videos. So if you want to hear us perform, you can look at those videos and kind of get an idea of what our sound is. And then we're just looking to sing wherever we can sing, and we're excited. We want to be more towards down the beach, hopefully in the fall time frame. But yeah, I'm just super excited about this. You know, like I said, this is my first time of creating something kind of on my own and putting myself out there as the band Red River. So I'm just really excited, and I hope everybody likes us and wants us to come sing for them. So just anything you got coming up that you want us to be a part of, we would love to do it.
Thanks. You sound like you got a lot of great things going for you and for you and the band and everything in future of that. So appreciate you sitting down and talking with us for a little bit. Yeah, whatever. And keep us informed. Anything is going on that may be coming down the pike. Maybe we can get out there and see you, see one
Love
of your
that.
events. So
Yeah. Do you know how to shag?
no, I never did.
You got to learn.
Okay. Or maybe I'll look it up on Google and see what it is. Yeah. I'm not real into, I mean, not big into music, but photography is my background mostly and
Oh,
sports. So, but hopefully we'll see you soon. Okay.
okay. Great.
Take care. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bounds.